Hey guys, welcome to my first video. I'm going to talk to you guys today about how I lost 70 pounds and just share my story about where I started and how I got to where I am today. And then in the future I can go into like specific workouts, routines, my diet, and what I'm doing now to not only maintain where I'm at, but to further progress. So, yeah. So, my story begins senior year of high school. I was playing lacrosse, but still didn't have like a great workout routine, didn't have a great workout routine. I didn't work out like at all, aside from practices. Um, Ate a lot of junk food, ate a lot of fast food. So, I was at around like 240 pounds, 235. Um, and I was just not in a great spot. Um, so after graduation, um, seeing a lot of the like graduation pictures, I wasn't really satisfied with where I was. So I spent, I decided I needed to make a change, and so I spent all that summer finally going to the gym, went like 5 days a week. I really cut out sodas, tried to limit the number of times I went to Chick-fil-A and Wawa and places like that. So while I was doing that, I really, I really didn't have any basis for like what I should be doing, um, how I should work out, how I should eat. So I spent basically every night watching fitness YouTube videos, um, learning learning exercises in general, learning how to do them correctly so I didn't get hurt, so I didn't go too heavy too fast, um, and like watching nutrition videos, which was all very helpful. I learned a lot from that. Um, so I learned how to balance the body parts I was working out and when I was working them out, how often, how heavy I should work. And so I just really focused on the basics at the very beginning. And so during that, I was doing working out 5 days a week, doing arm day, leg day, and like chest and back, and then doing like core a couple of those days and cardio like every once in a while just because I really didn't like it and I wasn't good at it, which sort of furthered the fact that I didn't like it. But all through that, I was making healthier decisions with what I was eating, cutting out fast food, no sodas, still fast food like once a week just so I could like have a day where I got to enjoy what I ate, which is very important to maintaining continuity. Like if you hate everything you're eating and you never reward yourself, you're not gonna be able to stick to your diet. So rewarding yourself like one day a week, as long as you don't go overboard, is a very helpful trick that I learned. And it did not hold back progress like whatsoever, because I don't think I would have been able to continue for so long if I never enjoyed what I did. So yeah, starting from June to the end of August, right before moving into my dorm, I was down from like 235 to 205. So I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, which is pretty good, solid rate for coming from where I was. And then during orientation week, we were walking like 25,000 steps a day, which is like 10 miles a day for 5 days, and not getting a whole lot of opportunities to eat during that, which is not great. But what I was eating, I was making sure I was eating healthy. So I went from 205 that week to like 197, which is a pretty steep drop for a week. And then when the semester started, I didn't really go to the gym that often just because I didn't want to go to a place where everyone's my age and everyone was fit while I didn't look great, or at least wasn't satisfied with what I looked like. So most of my exercise for the whole first semester was just walking around campus, which I was still walking like essentially like 5 miles a day. So it was good exercise, basically just entirely cardio. And then I paired that with eating healthy, so like salads for lunch, protein shakes, and then high protein dinners. Wasn't counting anything, so I wasn't like keeping track. I was just like thinking in my head, like making smarter decisions, which is just, in my opinion, the most important part when you're first starting out. And then, so starting the semester early September, like 195, ended the semester at like 185. So it started to slow down because I wasn't working out anymore. I went to the gym like a couple times the whole semester. Yeah, so it got down to like 185. So after the first semester, go home for winter break. I'm a little tired from eating healthy constantly, and just like not treating myself very often, which was a mistake. And so I got home and I was like, I wanted to reward myself for doing so well. Wanted to enjoy what I ate for a while, and it was the holiday season, so I was like, this is my present. So I decided that I was gonna treat myself. I wanted to eat the sweets that I love, eat lots of good food, and I did that for about a month and gained a lot of the weight back. I was going to the gym, so some of it was muscle, so I went from like 185 to 195. I'd say like half of that was muscle and the other half was fat, so it was a little disappointing. It was hiding a lot of the progress that I had made. And so then I go back to school for the second semester. I was like, I wasn't satisfied with where I was anymore. So I really made an effort to go to the gym every morning, eat a small lunch and pair it with a protein shake, so I was making sure I was getting lots of protein. And then I had another like high protein dinner. And I did that for a whole semester, and I got down to like 175. And during that semester, I was still watching lots of fitness videos on YouTube, lots of nutrition videos, learning how to properly maximize the progress I was making. So I really focused on I switched to push-pull leg days, which is a very common thing. You do like, that would be like biceps and back on one day, just pull, and then chest and triceps on the second day, that's push, and then legs on the third day, and then just going through a cycle like that, working out 5 or 6 days a week, and then just continuing to eat healthy, like salads for lunch, and then like a higher protein dinner, and protein shakes were very helpful. And yeah, so that's how I got down to like 175. And that's about where I'm sitting now, except I've recompositioned my body from more fat to more lean mass. So my arms are a lot more muscular, my chest is a lot more muscular, and same with my legs. I'm a leaner 175 than I was back then. So if you liked hearing my story and you want to hear like more specific things, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask in the comments. And if you like this, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe, and you can continue to hear more of my story. And I can give you some tips that I've learned along the way. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.